Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And T-Mobile just dropped its third quarter earnings, and it is a massive quarter, massive, far beating expectations and estimates that we discussed yesterday. So T-Mobile delivers record customer growth fueled by widening differentiation and focus on durability and profitability, financial growth, and they raise guidance across the board, even to higher capex, which at this point makes sense because they're just growing at such levels. So Un-carrier delivers over 1 million postpaid phone net customer additions. The estimates were like 700,000, even higher than what I said. I remember I said 800,000. They did 1 million. Best Q3 in over a decade, best ever postpaid net account in total postpaid net customer additions, and leads industry in postpaid phone churn. Remember, I called that out in I caught it in the AT&T press release. They didn't list best phone churn, so T-Mobile either tied or came in lower. We all know Verizon is going to come in with the worst Q3. So total postpaid nets, 2.3 million, best ever and best in industry. Postpaid phone net customer additions, 1 million, highest in Q3 in over a decade, and the best in the industry. Again, T-Mobile's demand and volume is insane of customers coming in. Postpaid phone net accounts of 396,000, up 26% year over year, best ever, best in industry. The broadband numbers are higher too. Total broadband net customer additions of 560,000, up 34% year over year, best in industry, including 506,000 5G broadband net customer additions, up 22% year over year, and 54,000 fiber nets. So 54,000 fiber nets. We talked about that in the video yesterday. They did include it in a separate numbers. So they added 54,000 fiber customers, which is going to start helping the financials too. So service revenue up 9%, postpaid service revenue up 12%, strong net income of $2.7 billion, and diluted earnings per share $2.41. So everything is up across the board, and adjusted free cash flow of $4.8 billion. I think that was higher than AT&T's, which came in at 4.6. Also, something interesting to note before jumping on the earnings call: 70% of sites today are now supporting 5 and 6 carrier aggregation. So that's coming into the network, and that should boost speeds as well. So this is a very impressive quarter. I'm going to jump on this earnings call, see if we can get some additional information, maybe some from the new CEO that's going to take over November 1st. Mike left a little paragraph here. It's a privilege for me to lead this incredible team and continue building up on the tremendous Un-carrier legacy that Mike has created. That's from Srini, actually. That's from Srini. So we'll see what Mike says on the call. This should be his last call. CapEx is up to $10 billion, up from the 9.5 at the midpoint, I would say. So that's a $500 million increase in CapEx, which is good to see. They need it. At this type of growth, they need to invest more. You have to invest more. Let's see here. So CapEx increased 35% year over year, $2.6 billion, which included the impact from planned higher capital, including increased in greenfield site builds in the second half of the year and incremental capital expenditure following the US Cellular acquisition. So they are focusing more on rural. You can see it right here. They invested more in the third quarter into greenfield site builds, and some is going to US Cellular. So it's a pretty big deal. But it is increased at the midpoint, $500 million. You can see it here. CapEx interests are expected to be approximately $10 billion, an increase of $500 million from the guidance, which is completely fine, should be no problem, and that'll give you a taste of 2026. We're probably going to see a guided higher capital going into 2026. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to jump on this earnings call, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.